Jürgens. Jeremy is responsible for the Center for Global Industries, and at the same time, he's our tech guru, which means he has to make sure that we use the latest technologies to support interaction. And you may not know, the Forum has even a small unit in London developing artificial intelligence to support our different technological tools like TopLink, like our knowledge app, and so on. Then Lee Howell. Lee Howell, he is responsible for all our meetings, for our global personalized interaction. I also want to introduce the two leaders here of our San Francisco Fourth Industrial Revolution Center. Rick Sammons, if you could get up, Rick Sammons, and Sarita Nayar, who is in charge of our office in London, and not yet in London, that will come, in New York, and also was the Chief Operational Officer for our Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. We have, until the governor comes, maybe one or two opportunities for comments or questions. Anybody who would dare? Yeah, please.
Thank you very much for that. Oh, thank you. For that, I think most of us would agree with me that we've never really heard, certainly not from the founder, the origin story of the World Economic Forum. In that context, when you developed the forum in 1971, with the Cold War at, if not its height, a height, I wonder if the idea, one of the things you hope perhaps to accomplish was to lessen tensions between Western democracies on the one hand and communist countries on the other, or did that really, was that too political and that didn't really factor into your thinking?
No, that was definitively one of the driving forces. And I may go back to my youth. I hesitate to say I was born before World War II. And I grew up in Germany, and I was very engaged in, after the war, in the German-French youth movement to create reconciliation. And that was always something which has driven me very much. And it was more than a hobby. It's in the genes of the Forum. And, you know, we had been quite instrumental geopolitically on certain moments in history, and it's still something very important for the Forum. We, at the moment, I may share with you, I was the day before yesterday in the White House and had a discussion with the President. You can imagine that we have been active, for example, in Korea. This is not for the public, but we have been active in Korea twice in the past. I think we were the only organizations which organized high, even in the 80s already, high ministerial get-togethers. We are still working very much in the Arab world. You may know the Forum has appointed a president, Børge Brende, who is the former Minister of Foreign Affairs of Norway, just to reinforce also our presence in the geopolitical